Today's Bible study comes from 1 Thessalonians chapter 3. We'll be ending this chapter with verses 11 through 13, and it reads as follows. Now may God our Father himself and our Lord Jesus clear the way for us to come to you. May the Lord make your love increase and overflow for each other and for everyone else, just as ours does for you. May he strengthen your hearts so that you will be blameless and holy in the presence of our God and Father when our Lord Jesus comes with all his holy ones. Paul has started saying a prayer to him. And Paul prays that when they get together, now may our God, our Father himself, and he's just saying, I'm praying for you. I'm always praying for you. And he says, and our Lord Jesus Christ, hey, he knows Jesus and the Father. And that's who he was asking to give him abilities to get him to Thessalonica. And he knows that they're two in one. And he was saying, I need them to get me to you. I need them to direct our way to you. And Paul was happy about the Thessalonians and the fact that Timothy went and ministered and increased. But he still wanted God to get him to them. And then he says, and may the Lord make you increase and abound in love. This was a church that loved one another, a group of people, and understand that we keep thinking a church is a building, and a church is the people. And they were a loving church, but even loving churches, loving people have room to go. Because he said, and may the Lord make you increase. So you already were there, but he said increase even more. And abound in love. And Paul saying, show the love to one another, to everybody. And if you want to see some love in the world, hey, it got to come from the body of Christ. It has to. It can't come from anywhere else. And Paul says, just as we do to you. And Paul is saying, look at the way I love you. I pray for you. I send a messenger to you. I tell you to help you grow. I sharpen you in your faith. I increase you and pray for gain for you. And Paul's saying, look at me and do what I do. I don't care if I'm in bondage. I don't care if I'm struggling. I don't care if Satan is blocking a way. I will find a way to get a message from the Lord to you. Ain't that what we all should do? So that he may establish your hearts blameless in holiness. He already knew what the Lord wanted with this group. And Paul just said it there. He knew that the Lord wanted them to be different from this world. He wanted them to show more than the world. And don't forget that they did show it. People knew of them. So he was saying, I want that. And your heart's blameless in holiness. First and foremost, if your heart ain't right, the rest ain't right. That's how this works. We have to get right in our heart. And Paul says, your heart's blameless in holiness. Blameless in holiness before our God and Father at the coming of our Lord Jesus Christ. Hey, Paul said, and don't forget, he's coming back again. What can make us get holy? What can encourage us to be holy? The simple fact that the Messiah is coming back again. And that's what Paul told them. In Jesus' name. Amen.